Why, if every other culture except this one in the history of the human race has believed there were other entities, other intelligences in the universe, why are we so goofy about this? Why do we treat people like they're crazy and humiliate them if they are experiencing some other entity, some other intelligence that's coming across? Why is everybody thought crazy if some intelligence is coming to them and they're honestly experiencing that this is the case?
Because we like living in a little box with a closed door on it. I think that's basically it.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. When we come back, a brother and sister who say they, too, have been visited by aliens for years. They also have had their story vouched for by Dr. Mack. We'll meet them along with their mother and find out if she believes their story when we come back. It's easier to live your life.
The work of Oprah Winfrey and Dr. John Mack here in April of 1994 is vital. Based on my personal experience, I would like to be able to talk about this with others in a moderated environment that prevents trolls from using ridicule and intimidation to silence those who may be inclined to share their notes. Hence, this share is protected under educational fair use.
We're talking today with Harvard University psychiatrist John Mack, who studied the cases of about 100 people, at least, who claim that they've been abducted by aliens. One of Dr. Mack's patients, Randy here, says his abduction occurred while he was awake. He is here with his sister, Glinda, who says she, too, has been abducted since childhood. Since what age, do you remember?
5.
5 years old. And at 5 years old, what happened? So, some of what Dr. Mack described earlier here?
Right. I had a I consciously remembered my experience when I was 5, but I had bits of it that were missing. And what I remember is that through my wall came some beings around my bed, and I ran between them and ran out of the room into my mother's room to hide from them. And what happened is they followed me in there, and that's the last I remember of it. However, it's interesting because after that, I never told anybody about that, and I just buried it in the back of my mind. And me and my brother, we never even spoke about it until the last few years.
Why, Randy?
I first told my mom and dad when I was 10 years old, something happened, and I told my mom and dad.
Do you remember when he told you? You're Randy's mom. What did he tell you? Stand up, please.
Back about a couple years ago, my daughter was living at a distance away from home, and she had picked up the book Communion, and she said it disturbed her. So I tried to get a connection.
Which daughter, Glinda?
Glindy.